I can't tell you how sorry I am about this whole jury tampering idea.
I'm not here for apologies. Rachel may forgive and forget, but not me, all right? I didn't want to take your case, but I did the best that I could.
And I appreciate it.
Well, you got a strange way of showing your appreciation, you know. That little stunt of yours could have cost me my professional career, not to mention sending you up to Sing Sing for some time.
I know.
Yeah, well, let me just tell you this. What I should do is get on the phone and call the judge and call for a mistrial.
Would you do that?
Is that what you want? Are you going after a mistrial here?
Oh, yeah. This has been so much fun. I was just hoping to go through it all again.
Yeah, well, I'm just telling you here, and let me make this clear to you, that another jury may let you go, may not. A mistrial is a big risk. Now, you want to roll the dice, just let me know, because I'll call the judge right now. What's it gonna be, Julie? Should I call the judge?
I don't want a mistrial. I can't go through this again. It was stupid of me to listen to Chris.
Well, at least we agree on one thing. What the hell is the matter with Ramsey?
He wants what's best for me, even though he has a weird way of showing it.
Well, if he's convinced that you're innocent, why doesn't he just let the system release you?
Maybe because he's heard my lawyer say that there's a good chance that I'm going to be convicted.
Maybe he's a lot more convinced of your innocence than, say, I am.
But you aren't sure that I'm guilty either.
If I really, really thought you were guilty, I wouldn't have taken the case.
So you have reasonable doubt. And you told the jury that if they have reasonable doubt, they should free me.
Based on the evidence I presented, I hope they will.
If I'm released, I'll prove to you that I was worth a second chance. Would you at least help get me that opportunity?
I've done what I can. The rest is up to the jury. Catch you later.
What were you thinking? Bribing a juror.
Bribing the jury was always your plan. When did things change?
When David Bordiso stepped out of the picture.
We could have done this without Bordiso if you hadn't run the news straight to Scott Baldwin.
How was I going to get you to stop your idiotic idea?
Hey, at least I'm doing something. Unlike you, who's just waiting for the jury to convict.
What are you talking about? I got Scott to defend Julie.
You what? Judge Martin forced Scott onto this case. It had nothing to do with you.
Scott got involved after I talked him into urging Julie to testify. And I am perfectly fine in believing that I brought him to us. Contrary to what you may believe, he's Julie's best chance at acquittal.
So you thought my idea was a bad one. That doesn't mean you had to run with it to Baldwin.
You don't listen to me, Chris. I thought you would listen to Scott.
Did you really? Or was confiding in Scott your way of getting closer to him?
Maybe a little bit of both.
Ah, and I thought it was all about Julie.
Chris, everything that I've done, including getting close to Scott, has been to get Julie out of Ferncliff and back with her daughter.
Really? Well, you know, it'd help if the acquittal came before their adoption was finalized, which may not happen if the jury's allowed to make up their own mind.
No, it's going to happen. I'm not going to let anything stop that.
Well, it's nice to hear you're so confident. One other question. Do I still figure into this equation?
Julie's husband. Why wouldn't you?
Well, a lot of funny things have happened lately. I got my visiting privileges to Ferncliff suspended. And then Julie's mom, a woman I happen to have had an affair with, shows up in town out of nowhere. Then you rat me out to Baldwin. None of that makes me look very good with Julie.
You're being paranoid.
Or maybe I'm seeing things clearly for the first time.
So then I laid the blame for the whole jury tampering scheme at your feet.
I'm always happy to be the scapegoat. It's a good thing we put our heads together before your crackerjack attorney had the judge declare a mistrial.
Well, can you imagine me separated from Christina any longer? I just hope the jury comes back with their acquittal before Scott and Lucy finalize the adoption.
Shouldn't be a problem.
So, What else is going on behind the scenes, my clever husband?
Darling, the less you know, the better off you'll be. And the easier it will be to keep from Rachel.
I still say that she only wants to help.
No, Rachel wants what's best for Rachel. Right now, she thinks that's Scott Baldwin.
Because he is my ticket to freedom.
No, because you're the easiest way for her to get closer to him. She didn't tell him about the jury-tampering plan to help you. She did it to earn points for herself.
But it worked out fine. And maybe it was smart of her to go to him. What if he had found out some other way? Then there would have definitely been a mistrial.
How else could he have found out?
And what is so bad if Rachel's interested in Scott? I mean, if she manages to split the two of them up, it only helps me to get Christina back from them.
Well, I hope you're right. But I still say Rachel's dangerous. I'm not sure what it is about her, but I'm positive of it.